Hello, good morning students. Hope all of you are well. Today I am going to discuss your next chapter, that is inserting elements in MS PowerPoint 2013. Actually MS PowerPoint is a presentation software. So far is possible I am trying to explain this chapter. This is totally practical based chapter. So I am trying to explain as much as possible. So before I am going to explain the chapter, what are the things we have in our today's topic? We have text and text box. Next we have tables, smart art, header and footer, multimedia. So first I give an introduction of the chapter. What is the introduction of the chapter? First given, we may have seen various items such as symbols, charts, graphs, pictures, videos, tables and shapes in a presentation. These items help us to organize the contents in the presentation better and to add styles by providing audio and video effects. In this chapter we shall know how to insert these elements. So first we need to know what is presentation. Presentation means it's a slideshow presenting a topic or information to an audience. When you open PowerPoint, you will see the slides. So if I want to explain something, suppose I want to explain about computer section software. So I am presenting this particular topic through 4, 5, 6 presentations. So it's representing about the software, its types, their explanation. So there's a presentation. So it's a slideshow and it will be used as slides. One by one slides will explain the things. So it's a slideshow and the following information will be given. So in our, you can see this one, in our ribbon, these are the various tab groups found in the insert ribbon. This insert ribbon you will follow these are the following tabs. What are the tabs? First is given slides, tables, image, illustrations, add-ins, links, comments, text. So what are the slides? Slides which we will create by default is given or which we can add to our respective presentation. Tables, you know, is a combination of rows and columns. We can delete it, we can update it, we can modify it. Next is an image. Image means the pictures. It can be offline or it can be downloaded from online. Illustrations allow, what is illustrations? Allow adding and changing shapes, inserting smart art and charts. Add-ins. What is add-ins? Add-ins give access to Microsoft Store and My App. So it's a access. Links means, you know that hyperlinks. Nowadays we are working with the internet. So links, if we click, the respective things will open. So these are links. Next we have text. Text lets us add different types of text objects in your slides. Header and footer are located here. So text means different types of objects we can add in our slides. So in text, header and footer also are located here. Okay, I forgot to say about comments. Comments are also used to comment on the text. So comments means, you know, normally you know, so it's a view. So we can add comments also. Now it is given about header and footer. Header and footer is the text appeared at the top. The text which is appeared at the top is called header. Header means upper part, and bottom part, the footer part, is known as the footer section. And hyperlink, what is hyperlink? A link from one document to another, usually but not always in the form of line of text. So we have seen in internet, when you use internet, we click. Internet is nothing, the hyperlinked pages. So each page, one page is linked to other page. If we click, it will open the another page. Again, if we click, it will pick the another page. So it is the hyperlink portion. Next we have symbols. Symbols let us add equations and symbols. Media Media is very important. Media is that inserting video, audio and recording from a variety of sources. So now when you open a presentation, we'll get this kind of slides. For example, this kinds of slide we'll get. So these are called this empty place. Every slide has one or more area. This areas is called placeholder. Placeholder. So where we can insert text. So we can insert our text based on our requirements. So click on the title or click on add text and are easy to use. So this section from the picture you can see these are the placeholder. So placeholder is what? Every slide has one or more areas. These are called placeholder. What is the use of it? Where we can insert text. Now next is that create a text box. How can you create a text box? There's the option is there insert tab, insert, there's the option is the text box. So when you click that portion it will come. So slides, these are the slides. Suppose I have created one slide, I need to create another slide. Just I'll click my cursor just down, then click on new slide. So another slide will open. Next we have inserting tables. To create a table in PowerPoint, we must first specify the number of columns and number of rows. See, when you create a table in Microsoft Word also you have seen that when you create a table, we will count the number of rows and number of columns. So based on that, we will create our table. This is the first information before creating a table. So the number of rows and number of columns determine how much information the table can contain. It's a big one or it's a small one. What are the steps? Select the slide that you want to add a table. So which slide, which number slide there? Suppose I have many slides. For example, 4 or 5 slides. So I want to create a slide. I want to create a table on slide number 3 or 4. So I have to select that particular slide. Then click the insert tab on the ribbon. Insert tab I'll click. For example, home tab is there, insert tab is there, design tab is there. So I'll click the insert tab. Then what will happen? Then click on the table button. Table button is there. Then I have to select the table grid. This grid will appear. Then I have to select the number of rows and number of columns we can select. Number of rows and number of columns we can select, and based on that table will be created. You can select also insert table also. That way also you can create table. Also you can use the draw table. This way also you can create table. So choice is ours how we create the table. After creating the table, we will insert the required values. After that we can modify our tables also. Now a new thing we will learn now, inserting SmartArt. So before I am going to explain SmartArt, so we need to know what is SmartArt. SmartArt feature lets us create and customize diagram. Let us create and customize diagram. We can convert bulleted list into a diagram using SmartArt diagram tools. SmartArt graphics allow us to communicate our ideas and messages effectively and easily through visual representation of information. So what is SmartArt? SmartArt is a feature, create and customize diagram. We can convert bulleted list, bulleted list into a diagram using a SmartArt diagram tools. So different types of SmartArt layouts are available. You see the picture. This picture is to give you some idea. So where I'll get the SmartArt option? Where I'll get the SmartArt option? Click on the insert tab. Same way we will come into the insert tab ribbon. Click on SmartArt button. There's a button is there, SmartArt. We'll click the SmartArt button. After that, choose the after button in the illustration group. Illustration group, there is a SmartArt button. You see this one, SmartArt button is there. After that, what will happen? Now you need to select the type of graphics you want to insert. Now this particular window will open. Now you have to select what type of SmartArt graphics you have to select. Select the chart or diagram type. Suppose you are selecting this one, chart or diagram type. After that, After that, then select a sub category of the chart or diagram. So after that you will select the subcategory. What will happen? The list to the left describes the graphics in categories. Now select OK. So it will be appeared in your slide. There are two ways of adding text. Now after getting the SmartArt, you have to add the text. To add the text in SmartArt graphics, there are two ways. Add or insert text from the text pane. You can add or insert from the text pane, or add text using the text placeholder. I already told about the placeholder. So I am giving you the picture first. See, this is the SmartArt option. This is the layout SmartArt. First is the type your text here. You will type your text. So this is a chart type. So first, second, the text format will come chart type. To add text in a SmartArt graphics, you can add text by typing. Then it will come change the color combination. You can change the color combination according to your requirement. Then change the layout. You can change the layout also. This is also overview of a SmartArt graphics. This way SmartArt graphics practically we are doing. Now there is another option is given using text pane. If the text pane is not available, click on the arrow tab in the middle of the left border of the SmartArt graphics, or click on the design tab under SmartArt graphics. So design tab, see you are getting also here design tab. There is a text pane. Okay, then this particular thing will come. This particular thing will come. See, design text pane. So this one same thing will come what you have seen before. So these two way we can create the SmartArt graphics. There's a very interesting thing, but it will be very much beneficial when you are getting practicals. Next we have inserting header and footer. Regarding the header and footer, I think you have already learned in when you were doing Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word, header means that is in the upper portion of the page, and footer means that is the lower portion of the page. That's these things only given. Text that is appeared in the top of the every slide is called header. Text that is appeared in the bottom of the slide is called footer. Now you will see that there is a header portion and the footer portion. Suppose this is a slide. So this slide, the upper portion is a head portion. This is called header, and the lower portion that is called footer. So in header and footer, you can insert these things also. You can insert the date and time, slide number, footer. So slide number means first slide, second slide, third slide, fourth slide. This one you also can insert. By default, you can only insert a header on Hangouts or Note page printouts also. Note page printout also you can insert. Now next, the most important thing is that multimedia. Before I am going to tell about multimedia, so multimedia stands for multiple work, multiple work at a time. So multimedia refers to the multiple format of information. Multiple format of information, this is referred to audio and video file that can be added in a presentation. So in a presentation I can add audio as well as video files. So audio files means to give a lively experience to a presentation, adding audio is a good way. There are two ways inserting audio file. So we can insert audio file in two ways in our presentation. First, either by inserting an audio from my computer. In my computer, if any audio file is there, I can insert from there my computer, that is called audio on my PC, or by recording once. If I recorded once, that one I can insert in my slides also. That is called record audio. So how to insert an audio file from a file? What we'll do, we'll click on the insert tab on the ribbon and click on the audio button. So insert tab in the ribbon, there's the audio button is there. There's the two options are getting. See the picture, please. We are getting two options: audio on my PC, record audio. So with the help of that, we can insert our audio file. Navigate the file you want to insert. So we have to insert which one you want. Select the file you want to insert and click insert. An audio icon appear in the middle of the slide that can be moved to any location, played and edited. So this way it can be located in any location. So in the same way we can insert the video files also. So how to insert? Now I'll tell you. Now video file, inserting a video into slides have greatly improved in PowerPoint 2013. So inserting a video file is one of the good area in PowerPoint 2013. Videos that are inserted from a file are embedded directly into the PowerPoint presentation, so you no longer have to carry the video on a hard disk. Yes, definitely. So what are the procedure? So we can select same way. You can go to the insert tab ribbon, click on the video button, then we'll get a list of things will appear. What are the things? Video on my PC, online video. So video on my PC means the insert video dialog box appears. Navigate the video file that you want to insert and click insert. And you can insert the video from also online video. Key in the name, keyword of the video you want to insert. Scroll through a available option and make the selection and click insert. The video will appear. So I think this particular video you have seen, this video clip, that is given in your computer by default. So that is called video on my PC. If you want to click more videos, what you have to do? You have to do from the internet. You have to collect from the internet. So this is the summary of the chapter. I am trying to explain it. I have already explained. I hope these things will help you a lot to understand the chapter. Please go through the chapter. If you have any doubt, any query, please inform me. I understood that it's a practical based chapter, so I tried to explain the important section. Hope these things will help you a lot. Thank you so much, students. Goodbye.